Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I am your host Mr. Munchies, and I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to part 2 of the cannoli recipe video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make the filling and fill the shells. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you get a nice tight shot on this and we'll get started. Okay, let me first start off by showing you my shells. You see me make them in the last video. But what I did was, let me see if I get the camera in focus here, is I just dipped the ends in some chocolate, make them look nice and pretty. Then I did a couple with, come on camera, focus. All right, you can see it's chocolate and white chocolate. And then I took some of the white chocolate and crushed up some candy cane and sprinkled it on there while it was still liquid. So it's going to be nice. All right, so let's get into our filling. Cannoli filling is so simple. All you need is some regatta cheese or some mascarpone. I use the regatta because I don't think I've ever seen mascarpone in any of our local stores. And some powdered sugar. That's it. 2 ingredients. And then whatever you want to flavor it. So take your regatta, put it in a bowl, mix it up a little bit with a whisk, or you can use a handheld mixer, and just start adding your powdered sugar to it until it gets to the consistency of sweetness that you want. It's, once again, these are one of these recipes that are to your personal taste. So I would just slowly start adding your powdered sugar, mix it up, taste it. Once it gets to that point where it's sweet enough for you, then you can add your flavoring extract. In this one, I used just a little bit of vanilla extract, and I used some of the French vanilla coffee creamer. I've used that in a couple other things to flavor it, and it works really well. So I only added just enough to flavor it because I didn't want to thin it out too much. But you could use, here we go, lemon, orange, mint, maybe some kind of cafe mocha, something like that, whatever flavor you want to add to it. And then in this one, I made a chocolate. I basically started out the same way, took the regatta, added some powdered sugar to it, and then started adding some cocoa powder to it. And once again, it's one of those things where you just want to taste it as you go until you get it to the flavor that you want. Plus, I also added a little bit of melted milk chocolate as well. Now, if you're going to use the milk chocolate to this, what you need to do is once you melt your chocolate, take a spoon or something and then just start slowly adding a little bit of your filling to your chocolate to temper your chocolate until you get it to a nice consistency where it's not going to set up like a rock on you. And then add it into the rest of your filling, and then just give it a mix, and you're good to go. So there's a few different options you have as far as filling. You know, it's all personal preference, whatever you want to taste in your cannolis. So to fill them, I have a pastry bag with a piping tip on it. And if you don't have a pastry bag, you can use a Ziploc bag and just cut the corner out of the Ziploc bag and then use that as your piping bag. So I'm going to show you. All that crinkling's probably pretty loud on the mic, so sorry about that. Plus I got noise in the background now. So I'm going to take some of my filling and just put it in my pastry bag. Now, as far as how much filling to do how many cannolis, It's all really going to depend on the size of your cannolis. Like I said, mine are roughly 3/4 of an inch in diameter, inside diameter, plus the chocolate in there took up a little space. But so you get your pastry bag, you get some filling in it, give it a twist, and then take your shell, just insert your tip into your shell, make sure you get in there about halfway, and then just start squeezing it. Kind of check as you go along. And there you go, your cannoli is full. And then just get the other side. See, it almost came out. It's pretty creamy. And there you have it. One stuffed cannoli. All right, so that was pretty simple, right? Let me give it a try. You know, if you have some kind of different twist on the way you make cannolis, if you already do that, shoot it over to me, let me know. I'll give it a try. You know, I always want to try something different. That's why I'm always experimenting. You've seen the lab coat. All right, so that'll do it for this episode of Mostly From Scratch. I hope everybody you know, gives this a try. Let me know what you think. Give me some thumbs up if you like it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, because if you wait any longer, I'm going to tell your mom where you really were Saturday night. All right, so make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, share it with your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, give me some thumbs up, give me some feedback. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, and be safe. And I will see you probably not until the new year. All right, so I'm your host, Mr. Munchies. Everybody plate up and chow down.